Today I'm fishing Tampa Bay's most popular fishing spot, and we're gonna see if it's actually a good spot. It's the end of March, beginning of April, and the fishing should be great here, from Spanish mackerel to mangrove snapper and maybe some late season gag groupers. This bridge is very well known due to the Skyway Pier, which is a huge fishing destination, and because of that, this bridge has become one of Tampa Bay's most famous, most fished destinations year round. So we're gonna see what's happening. We got a well full of whitebait that I cast netted up this morning, and let me tell you something, we blacked out the well with one throw. So we're set and ready to go. So let's get right into the action, and I'll see you guys when we're fishing. Good morning, you guys. We're at the first spot. Just came to the rocks, as I went over earlier. We're fishing the Skyway Bridge today, Tampa Bay's most popular fishing spot, and I'm gonna show you how we start today when we come to these rocks to start fishing. We have George right here. George, what are you doing?
Currently, I am throwing the dead baits out of the live well because we have a bunch of bait. Dylan made one cast. It was a one and done, and we probably got about 600 of them.
Yeah, I had a one and done blackout well throw, so we're chumming up the waters with dead baits and a few half live ones. We're trying to get these mangrove snapper to rise up from the rocks, and we're gonna free line baits to them and hopefully just whack them. So let's get right into the action. Today should be a good day fishing. There's a lot of fish around, so let's see what happens. Here we have our dead threadfin, small one, and we're gonna cast them out, free line, and let them sink down. The number one trick is, hey, is having your drag tight. Because these fish are gonna try to pull you into these rocks that are right below us. So let's see what happens.
Bottom.
Someone's on there. What the heck? He's just way back in there. You saw that, right? Yep, come on.
You feeling shaking?
Yep. Oh my God, he broke me off at the last second. That was a big fish. Oh, good fish. In the rock. There we go, guys. First mango dango of the day. Small one, but took a second to get him biting. Did you woof it? How did you woof it that bad? Oh no, you're not that bad. But first mango dango of the day at the Skyway Rocks. We got some dolphins coming in, so they're really tight to the rocks. See what we can do here. But there's our first fish. All right, guys, we have to move because the enemy of the state just pulled in. I caught that one mangrove snapper, and almost immediately, you can't see him right now, he's somewhere around here, a dolphin shows up. As soon as a dolphin shows up, this place gets shut down. This is one of the biggest cons when it comes to this spot. Basically, there's pros and cons. You know, there can be good fishing here, easy spot to get to, but as soon as a dolphin comes, it's over. All the fish shut off immediately. You just burned a lot of chum for one fish. We just chummed that area up good. It started rolling at the center rocks, broke off two fish, and the dolphin comes, so now we gotta move. We're gonna try some of the deeper pilings that come on. They're not pilings, I would say they're bunks. They're these big circular bunks that go around the Skyway. We're gonna give that a try for a bit and see what happens, but as of right now, we're not off to the greatest start in the world. Guys, George just broke off with something big, so I'm going in with the yellowtail jig. The spot's about 20 feet deep. We're gonna see what happens. But there are some big fish that hang out in these bunks, from grouper to snapper to whatever George hooked. You get him? Yeah, boy.
Feels like a crab.
If you got another crab, I swear. Oh my gosh! George has got another stone crab. We showed us in that freaking crabbing video.
So that's a keeper crab. Look at those claws.
Look at those claws, dog.
Oh my God.
George is the stone crab king today. Gotcha. Nice snapper. Nice snapper coming up. Oh, it's a grouper. Well, guys, this is a Tampa Bay gag grouper, one of the common species on the Skyway Bridge. They seem to have almost taken over these bunks on the outside because George got broken off by one, and then we just got this guy in the boat. We're gonna unhook, these guys are not in season obviously, so we're gonna unhook this little guy and let him live to see himself grow up to be a big guy. Oh, it's not a snapper. Fish on. Fish on. Another nice gag, dude. Not nice, but we're gagging them, guys. We're gagging them for sure. The fish are biting, but they're mainly these smaller gags. A lot of times, when it comes to early spring, the gags just have this bridge taken over. They own it, they run these parts, and it's pretty cool, but good for the population. Toss him back. Wow, he was fast.
He darted.
Try to get them big gags back out. Oh no. And just like any other piling, guys, or any rock pile at the Skyway, chum, 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 chum. Well, guys, George hooked up, but he's rocked. Shouldn't have let him eat. Break it?
Nope.
Oh no, got it back. Oh. Dude, you saw the size of that fish? Jeez! Get him, get him, get him! Uh-oh. That's a big grouper, dude. That was a big grouper. That was a big grouper.
Dude, he frayed, bro. I could have got him too. Look, he frayed.
Yeah. Is that thing locked? That was a big grouper, guys. Oh! Ah, dude, I can't stop these fish. It's insane. These are giant grouper, guys. Like literally giant grouper.
All we want is snapper.
Yeah, we're not even bargaining for these fish, but they're bargaining for us. Guys, we switched over to the Salt X because the Stratic was just not closing. Been having issues with that reel lately. So switched over to the Tsunami Salt X 4K instead. This thing's got some power to it. So hopefully we can stop these fish because I'm about to put the wood to them. We got 30-pound leader on and I think, yeah, 30-pound braid on this one. So if I get bit, I'm getting this fish up. I don't care what it takes. He's not a snapper, he's a giant grouper, dude. He's digging. Oh, he's in the rock. Got him out. Ah!
Got it, brother.
Told you when I switched to this setup. Oh! Oh, that's a good one, dude.
I don't know if it'd be a keeper in season, but that's nice.
He's like 20. No, he might be 24. Hey, grab this guy for you. Hoo-yay. Oh yeah, we're gonna get the nice camera out for this fish. Man, this place, as I told you guys, we were getting broken off by some pretty big groupers. This place has got them.
Oh, that's a keeper, dude.
Yeah.
Look at the, oh man, look at the rock marks on his side. He's got straight lines.
Ew.
The fighter.
I stopped him though. That's what I'm talking about, boys. We're gonna get the nice camera out for this fish for sure. All right, guys, check out this grouper. 26-inch grouper right there. Monster Skyway fish. Looks like it is going down pretty good here. This is what you come out here and chase, guys, the mangroves. But when the mangroves aren't playing, these studs are playing. So we're gonna let this beautiful fish go because he's on season. And we're gonna let him go close to the rocks because there's a dolphin looming. I don't want him to get eaten. So let's toss this bad boy back in the water. All right, guys, as you see, my switch to the Tsunami 4K won. Why? Because this reel's got power, guys. It's got some legit power. The carbon shield rod's got that backbone. Should have been using this earlier, but just had it rigged up right. Had this one rigged up wrong, so got lazy. That's why you don't get lazy, guys. Just re-rig your power child. Get him, Georgie. Get him, Georgie. Oh, the dolphin got him. Look, look at the dolphin kick up, guys.
That was a snapper too, man. That wasn't a grouper.
I got a fish on mine.
He's coming right now. He's coming right now.
That's a little grouper, but the dolphin's shutting stuff down right now, boys. We had a good run at this spot. A couple break-offs, couple nice fish. And we switched over to the yellowtail jigs because they've been working a lot better. So That was the reason for the switch. These yellowtail jigs are made by Florida Tackle Supply, none other. And if you go on the link in the description, you can get them yourself. Hey guys, this Dolphin is doing figure eights behind the motor, just stole George's fish. So it's time to start the motor up and move around. But you know, one of the big issues, right, with these dolphins is once they get onto you and find out you're catching fish, they never leave you alone. You gotta drive around, move. But it makes the fishing here extremely tough. And right now, there doesn't seem to be a lot of mangrove snapper on the bridge. Why that is, I have no idea. They should be here already, to be honest with you. But the gags are infested here, guys. Almost every break off we've had has not been a snapper. They've all been gags. Big ones too, like the one I pulled up. So we're gonna have some fun with that. Because if you can catch giant grouper at the Skyway, why not have fun with it, you know? We're getting, what was that one, 26 inches?
Yeah.
26-inch grouper, guys, 26-inch gag on a 4K. If it wasn't my Tsunami 4K, I wouldn't have landed it. I can guarantee you that. But we're gonna move on and keep moving on. I'm George. That was a snapper, it's sliding. Oh, Spanish!
You got a net?
Yeah, we're on them, boys. Another new species of the day, Spaniard.
Deal it.
No one saw.
Dude, he ate that like crazy. Jesus. That's a tape.
The Spanish are here.
You filming?
Yeah. Hold them up for the people.
It's like mackerel.
Well guys, as I went over earlier, the Spanish are showing up this time of year. So it's about time. Check that guy out.
I got it.
George of the jungle. What does George got, guys? Gaggy gag gag. The day of the gags.
That is the day of the gags.
It is the day of gag grouper. Well guys, George is fishing up front. Ah, stone crab!
Bro.
I've never had this experience before, but today we're getting a stone crab. We're catching, we got 3 stone crabs today, caught rod and reel. So you really never know what's gonna happen. This bridge could be a good crabbing spot also, but I don't think you're allowed to crab here. All right guys, we just pushed off. Right now we're gonna be fishing kind of on the outside and through the bunks. We're gonna be slow trolling around some whitebait and we're gonna see if we get some Spanish mackerel. The dolphins are going crazy right now. The fish are slowing down. So we're gonna give them a little bit of time to reset and we're gonna fish this bridge in hopes of getting some big Spanish because George just caught one up on the pilings. So that was enough of a sign for me to realize it's time to rock and roll. All right guys, when fishing for these Spanish mackerel, there's 2 ways to go about it. You can bump troll what we're doing, get some white baits out, or you can troll jigs, or you can post up at a spot, chum it up, and do it that way. But first things first is what we're doing here is just bump trolling, and we're gonna see if we can find where these fish are hanging out at. Because I believe they should be in this area, because we did catch one. So we're gonna see which piling or where they're kind of hanging out at, where the bait is, but we're gonna work some ground and see what happens right here, right now. Guys, we bump trolled for a bit, and no Spanish mackerel. All thanks to George.
Huh.
But George caught that one. We're gonna head back into the rocks because I don't think these Spanish mackerel are into play. We really haven't even marked any schools on them, anything like that. Marked a few tarpon along the bunks, but they don't want to play either. So we're gonna hit back the rocks, pilings, bunkers, and more. Hopefully whack the fish a little bit more. Just a few more fish. Phew. I'm gonna chum this place up. Dude, for our blacked out well just completely died. Chum, 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 chummy, chum. You think I get him?
No.
30 pound.
Real. Just go nice and slow. Like
I got him.
Go.
Filming and take a guess what we're back on. On another gag. Another gag. What's new?
What is it, guys? Not a mangrove snapper.
No, we have become the professional gag fishermen in the area and have given up our mangrove snapper dreams. All right guys, I'm gonna show you how we fish these rocks. So as you see, we're at the Skyway rocks. The fish are in these rocks. And all we're gonna do is something very simple. You're gonna scoop up some dead bait like this. You can either cut it or throw it in whole. I've seen every method, but I'm just gonna show you. So let's just say you cut it. You're gonna start chumming. I like to throw a couple 3s, 4s. George, your rod. George, your rod.
Fish?
Well guys, in the middle of I'm doing that, George hooks up.
He's out. Oh, he's out. Oh, he's out.
Yo! As soon as we're giving the demonstration of me chumming, I see the rod in the corner of my eye go off.
The only fish I've been trying to catch for
George gets a
3 hours.
mangrove.
For 3
Hey
hours,
now.
man.
But anyways, guys, we'll get back to that demonstration in 1 second. All right, guys, there's George's mangrove snapper. And we've only got 2 of them today, right? That him and one other.
Yeah.
That one might be keeper at the minimum of them. But we're gonna toss him back anyways. Yeah, he's right at 12. But we're gonna toss him back, let him live another day. Cause hey, we're just showing you if this spot's good or not. As of today, it really hasn't been good for the mangroves. It's been a really good grouper bite though. One of the best grouper bites I've ever seen here. I mean, we got broken off a few times as you saw, and I beefed everything up, and then we landed that giant 26-inch grouper. And we're gonna toss this mangrove back. All right, guys, so for the setups today, this is the golden setup right here. Tsunami Saltex 4K, 30-pound braid, the 30-pound fluorocarbon leader by Florida Tackle Supply, and we're using the Florida Tackle Supply yellowtail jigs. And this was the setup that defeated the big gags that broke us off in the beginning. And let me tell you something, if you want a good rod, these carbon shields, the 7.6 fast action, they're rated at 10 to 30-pound braid. These things kill it, guys. And it has enough power to get a 26-inch gag off the bottom. So that's what I recommend. For my freeline setup, any light spinning gear, use 20-pound leader, put it on one of them, like this one, put it on my Stradict, and use one of them long shank nickel hooks, and you might get a Spanish. We really haven't had much Spanish action today. So this is how it goes some days. But that's it for the setups. I'll see you guys when we're back fishing. So as you guys see, that dolphin has just returned and is ruining the day once again. But if you move around and hit a spot for like 10 minutes and you start catching fish, like George got to have 1 mangrove snapper and we got to have a couple grouper here, it kind of works that way. It's hard, guys. These dolphins just get worse and worse every year. They just hop around the boats, they sense when you hook up, they come right around. So it makes the fishing rough here. It's my biggest con when fishing here. There are a lot of fish here. This is not a bad spot. And one of the things I'm about to go into is the tide. So basically, when it comes to the tide, you want to fish these rocks on a slack to beginning and end of a tide, when there's not a lot of super strong water movement rushing through. That way you're able to fish a spot, get free line baits down, get yellowtail jigs down, and hook up, hook up, hook up. As you guys saw, we whacked the grouper on the slack tide. We've been catching fish all morning. But now the tide's picking up, these rocks are gonna be kind of toast, unless you fish like the backside and the eddies, which I'll go into. What an eddy is just where water boils up in a circle and it creates a slack water in that area. And that's where you're gonna wanna be fishing during any of that time. But we're gonna keep on grinding it out, and pretty soon here we're probably gonna target the Spanish mackerel because they are moving around pretty good. We caught one earlier, and we're gonna see what we can do for them. But I have a feeling that the bite on these rocks is gonna slow down. And I'm not gonna lie to you, we did get our butts kicked. We did get our butts kicked in the morning, but when we heavied it up, we stopped getting our butts kicked. But that's how it is some mornings. We're fishing for mangrove snapper and you end up on a hot grouper bite, you gotta make changes and you gotta kick their butts back. All right, guys, so basically now that I've waited for the incoming tide to push in, now we got water ripping through the channel, ripping through the bridge, and I'm gonna show you how we fish it when there's water ripping. Right here, we have an eddy. So basically this rock pile is protecting this section of water, and there's flat, calm current, which means the fish are gonna be sitting in there. And we're also gonna put out a free line when the current starts ripping, because you never know when the Spanish mackerel and the predators that are hunting up top are gonna be around. So let's get right into the action. We're just hooked up and he's got a small gag, but the fish are going again. I'm gonna go left-handed with George's reel because it's rigged up. So we asked the question at the beginning of the day, is the Skyway Bridge a good fishing spot? My honest answer is yes. It is a good fishing spot. It holds a lot of fish. There is a ton of fish to be caught here. But the biggest con you're going to run into is not other boaters. It's not really snags. It's not all that crap. It's dolphins. The dolphins are gonna give you a run for your money. But to combat this, I just recommend bouncing from spot to spot to spot. This is gonna be your best way to catch the most fish, outrun the dolphins, maybe do a dolphin dump and drive by someone else's boat and give them the dolphin. But I'm telling you guys, you have to be on the move. When you're whacking the fish, I guarantee you that dolphin's gonna come. You know, early spring, the mangrove snapper haven't pushed in 100% yet, but them gags are still here and they're fun to catch. And you also have tarpon coming in. You have a whole ton of species, the Spanish mackerel. If you're coming to fish one spot all day, bring the family out, this is a great spot. But you're gonna run into the con, the dolphins. The dolphins are gonna be your only problem at this spot, but I promise you, it's not that big of a con for the number of fish that hang out on these rocks, pilings, bunkers, and more. All right, guys, the day has winded down. We fished this bridge, and we had a good day, I can't lie. But when the day slows down, it slows down, the tide's ripping in, Even the dolphins are gone, so that's not a good sign. But we're gonna head back in, and I'll see you next week on the water. And comment down below what video you want next. If you want finding new spots, anything of that caliber, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys on the water. Peace.